All right, we're back with our Newcastle Career Mode. So we're into the January transfer window. We're going to finish the transfer window in this episode. So I think we're going to play both legs of the Carabao Cup semis against Man United. We're going to play Man City in the Premier League and then sim the other 3 games. So I've pretty much added all the players you guys have suggested to our transfer shortlist. So we have 15 million-ish to work with right now. What do we do in this January window? It pretty much depends on that offer we got for Manquillo to end the last episode. So Napoli came in for Manquillo for 19.5 million. Some of you guys said that we should sell him, play Brandon Williams at right back, move Lewis to left back. But I think in January, he's one of our highest rated players. We're trying to get into a top 8 spot. It wouldn't make sense for us to sell him unless it was for a decent amount of money. So I'm gonna negotiate with Napoli. I'm gonna try to get more. And I think the only way I'll accept it is if we get a decent amount more, maybe like 24, 25 million-ish. So this will have a big effect on what we do in January, this one transfer. So let's see what Napoli say. All right, like I said, I think I want a lot of money for him if we're gonna let him go. Like 25 million, is that a little bit too much? Is it too less? He's almost 79 rated, so he is still growing. He's only 26. So I think maybe like, let's do 27.3 to start out. He might walk away from this. This is a lot of money and he just walks away from it. All right, so that means we are not selling Manquillo as of now. I think this kind of deal where we sell a first team player, that should be done in the summer if we do it. So after this season, for season 2, we could maybe sell Manquillo, move Brandon Williams to right back, Lewis to left back, do that. But I think for right now, we're going to keep Manquillo at right back. So that leaves us 15 million to work with as of now. A lot of you guys think that we should sign a new backup keeper, but I think that's really like a signing for season 2 because we have Gillespie as a backup. We probably won't need a backup. We also have Darlow. He's still not gone. So I don't think we need to spend that money on a backup keeper right now, but definitely next season, we're going to bring in a new backup keeper. We could maybe use another center back because Kieran Clark played terrible against Man United. We could maybe buy a young center back. I think we're good in the midfield department. We're definitely good with attacking players, I think. So basically, if we could get another center back to replace Fernandez on the bench, Fernandez could be 4th choice and then we could sell Clark. I think that might be our best option. All right, so we have some center backs on here, but they still need to be scouted. Even though Salazar can't sign him, can't sign Ndicka, and then can't sign Saliba because he's out on loan. All right, I think we're going to play this Man United game before we make any more transfers because some of these guys need to be scouted. So that will happen while we play Man United in the Carabao Cup semifinals. So they absolutely killed us in the last episode, like killed us. It was terrible. I think it was 6-0. So now we can try and get our revenge. We're not selling any of the Longstaff brothers. So semifinals, first leg at Old Trafford. We were here in the last episode. Martial scored 4 against us. It doesn't look like he's playing in this game at least, but Man United have been a problem for us this season. First matchup in the Premier League, we lost 4-2. So they have had no trouble scoring against us. Will that change in this game? We will find out. All right, we definitely do not want a repeat of that last game. Try and get a revenge in this one, even though I do feel like this is going to be quite a tough game still. Play that up to Hayden. Hayden does pretty well to stay with that into Joshua King. Nelson is going to get on this. And Alex Tellez puts in a good challenge, but Nelson wins it. It wins a corner at least. Now, we do not score from corners very often, so this would be a good start, and Shar puts it over the bar. We just can't score from corners. We just can't. All right, and it looks like Nelson might be injured. He went up for a header and he came down pretty hard, so that is not a good thing. It's a good ball into Bruno Fernandes. Out wide to Marcus Rashford. Manquillo has that. Yeah, we'll see if Nelson can run that off. Get that to Hayden. St. Maximin. St. Maximin cuts in, can try and go for the shot, and we have scored at Old Trafford, first goal of the game. I was just about to say I really want to score some more goals with St. Maximin. He is our best player pretty much. The only thing about him is he has 66 finishing. That is the only bad thing about St. Maximin, but he showed his finishing there at 21st minute. We are 1-0 up. Nelson is still injured. I might just have to take him off. Oh, Bruno Fernandes has just completely rinsed me into Daniel James. McTominay, we're gonna try, and good save by Dubravka. He has not covered his near post well in this series, but that is a good save. Hopefully Nelson isn't out for too long, because that would be a tough injury for us. Corner in, Dubravka. That is not a good punch out. Just get it out. Get it out. We cannot get it out. We cannot get it out. Hayden, thank you. And now we do get this out. St. Maximin, get on your bike. Actually, Joshua King is on his bike. Could we go 2-0 up? Yes, we have. We are 2-0 up at Old Trafford. The counterattack is deadly. All right, I was not expecting this. 2 away goals in the Carabao Cup semis. But 32nd minute, this game is still very, very far from over. But 2-0 first half. This is a great start. Oh my, I cannot believe that worked. I cannot believe that just worked. That is hilarious. I didn't even say anything because I didn't think that would work, but it did. Joshua King heads that on to St. Maximin, and then St. Maximin repays the favor. It's a tap in for Joshua King, and we are 3-0 up on Man United. I cannot believe that worked. That is St. Maximin's speed right there that just won us that goal. That is hilarious, and we are 3-0 up. This is a night and day difference than the last time we were here, which is very good to see. Very, very good to see. This is 2 legs, so if they score 2 or 3, they're right back in this. Cavani doesn't want to shoot. Lascelles, that is going to go back to Dubravka. Very lucky, and that is the end of the first half. All right, 3-0. We are playing pretty darn good. So let's just keep it up in the second. Our defense needs to stay strong. All right, Basuma can play that to Hayden. Play that to St. Maximin. King. What is their defense doing? Joshua King is going to put that in, and it's 4-0 to Newcastle. We're doing to them what they did to us. 4-0. It is just that easy. I think when you score 2 or 3 against the CPU, they just push numbers forward like crazy. Like they go ultra attacking, and that leaves them very, very vulnerable. And because of that, we are 4-0 up. This is a pretty good response after last episode, our worst defeat. This is a pretty good response. King playing that to Dennis Mann. We are just on fire. Tries to go for a shot. Might try again, and he just sends it into the stands. So much space. Dennis Mann can try and play that to Frazier. Not a bad idea. Back to Hayden. Into Ryan Frazier. Basuma, that is beautiful, and we are 5-0 up on United. We could have already won this Carabao Cup semifinals in the first leg. 5-0, 5 away goals. All right, we are literally getting our revenge on them. This is revenge. All right, Longstaff is on for Basuma, and then Almiron is on for Frazier. Last 20 minutes. We could just keep this clean sheet. This will be a perfect game. All right, pretty much last minute, probably Man United's last attack of this game. Corner is going to be swung in. Don't do that to me. Don't, FIFA, why do you do this to me? Dubravka makes an amazing save, and then Cavani gets a goal like that. Oh, this is so ugly. It's so ugly. Just head it up, and like the ball goes nowhere from the header. It just goes straight back down, and my players don't want to do anything. All right, we lose the clean sheet, but still 5-1 is a great scoreline. That sets us up perfectly to go into the Carabao Cup final. All right, so Reece Nelson is out for 4 weeks, which is not good, but we just signed Madueke, so he can come in straight for him off the bench. So we'll put Madueke. I think we'll just play Dennis Mann at right wing or right mid, and then Madueke will go to the bench. So that's not all bad. And then we have a transfer offer for Darlow, which is a player that I do want to sell, and it's for 12 million. I might try and get just a little bit more. All right, so Wolves accepted 14 million. That is a decent amount of money for a backup keeper that probably will not play a game for us in this series. So I am happy about that. So Darlow has been sold. That is another 10.5 million to our budget. That should be very useful for us. So that means now we have 25 million. That is a lot more than we had before. So there's a lot of players on this short list that we just can't afford, like James Ward-Prowse, 45 to 60 million. I don't think so. Canwell will be 13. Willock is still an option at 10. I don't think I want to sign another striker or a winger. So it pretty much is like Willock, Cantwell. Tyler Adams might be affordable. Maybe not, actually. 25 to 36. Maybe not. Limer is definitely too expensive. And then that just leaves the center backs, pretty much. All right, we're going to wait a little bit more because I have some few players being scouted still. So Fulham up next. They're 19th in the league, and we're sitting in 6th. I think the first team should be able to beat them pretty comfortably, I think. They're 19th. So I'm hoping we can win this game, and it's a 2-2 draw. Not what I wanted, but it's better than a loss. And this man scoring for the injured Reece Nelson. That was good to see. All right, so Crystal Palace want Jacob Murphy, another player we're trying to get rid of. All right, and they accept 6.5 for Murphy, so he should be on his way out as well. All right, so Murphy was sold. That is 4 million into our transfer budget, and now we're at the Man City game. All right, so now we have 30 million. I might try and go in for Tyler Adams just to see what Leipzig would want for him. So he's He's valued at 22. We'll offer, what about 23? 23 for Tyler Adams. Let's see what they say. 28.6 plus a 10% sell-on clause. It's a little bit more than I wanted to pay. About 25 plus a 15% sell-on clause, and they accepted. All right, 25 million for Tyler Adams. So he would basically replace Chowdhury, because Chowdhury's on loan. So he would go to the bench, be a backup CDM, and then next season we probably would not sign Chowdhury. We just let him go back to Leicester. But that is a lot of our money. That's the only problem here. Like, I added a few more center backs, but I'm not really sold on a bunch of these guys yet. Like, we're basically looking for a replacement third choice center back, and I feel like we could maybe even loan in. Like, I don't know if I want to spend money on some of these players if I'm not really like sold on them yet. Whereas Tyler Adams, 21, 77 overall, a lot of potential with him. He's basically like a box to box pretty much as well. So I'm kind of leaning towards making that signing. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and sign Tyler Adams up on a contract. All right, so he's on 34K per week. We'll try, what about 45 plus a 400K signing bonus? We'll try that. And Tyler Adams accepts. We have a new backup CDM. So now next season when Chowdhury leaves, we won't need to buy a new CDM, which I do like. And he already looks like he's gonna be better than Chowdhury, so I think that was not a bad signing. It was expensive, but it's another young player in this team that has a lot of potential. All right, so that leaves us with 5 million left in our transfer budget. So we still have a few players trying to sell, like Hendrick, and I'll put like Clark on the transfer list, see if we get any offers for him, and then maybe if we sell one more player, that would give us enough funds to make another signing. All right, but now we have Man City at home, 2nd versus 5th right now. After that draw, we leapfrogged Villa, so now we're in 5th, but this could be a very, very tough game. We'll see how it goes. All right, we beat the red side of Manchester 5-1. Now we're facing the blue side. We'll see what we can do. Tyler Adams might get his debut in this game off the bench. Maybe. I think I am going to play him in the second leg versus Man United, but we're going regular first team for this game. See what we can do. All right, Hayden into Basuma to King. Back to Basuma, trying to get it back to him. Ederson gets that. It's a good ball into Sterling. That is an interesting cross, and we will get this out. All right, Fraser into Joshua King. Get that to Dennis Mann. Up to Fraser. Into St. Maximin. Does have the pace. What a save by Ederson, though. We probably should have went up 1-0 right there. That is an interesting cross in, and Sterling just heads it into Aguero. And Man City take the lead in this game. All right, this was pretty well worked. I did not expect Sterling to just head that into Aguero. We'll see if we can try and get an equalizer before this half ends. Aguero's in a very dangerous spot again, and De Bruyne just comes out of nowhere. That is Isaac Hayden's fault. Who is marking De Bruyne? Like, look at De Bruyne. Where's Hayden? Hayden fell asleep, and De Bruyne got a free shot at goal. That is one of Hayden's very few mistakes, but it has costed us. Now, 28th minute. All right, this game just got a lot more tough for us. All right, they are just tearing us apart now after scoring that first. We had a very good start to this game. Now they are just turning it on. All right, this might be our last chance at attacking in this half. I don't even know where that went. Joshua King, once again, a terrible pass, and that is the first half. All right, down 2-0. We really should be down 1-0. That second goal should not have happened. If we could somehow climb back in this and get a draw, that would be a very good result. This is like the most patient I've ever seen Man City play in FIFA. Usually they're all just guns out blazing, but they're actually playing like very patient in this game. Aguero went to Bernardo Silva into De Bruyne. Shaw, good challenge. Actually, it's going to go straight back to De Bruyne, and then Dubravka can't make the save. All right, that pretty much sums up this game. That is just so lucky. We made a good challenge, and the ball just went straight back to De Bruyne, and I feel like Dubravka should be doing better here. I mean, it's pretty close. All right, 3-0 down. I don't think we're gonna come back in this game. Fraser can try and play that to Man. Man, we need this. We need this. And he puts it wide. Man, we needed that so badly. Good ball into Aguero. They are just toying with us now. Aguero gets that on the edge of the box. Lascelles makes a good challenge. All right, Tyler Adams should get his debut in this game. He is going to come on for Hayden. Not Hayden's best game. And then Almiron for Fraser. And then Wilson, Callum Wilson for Joshua King. Dennis Mann with another chance, and he puts that in. All right, a consolation goal for us, but 15 minutes. I don't see us coming back in this still. At least that is something for us to celebrate in this game, because Man City have just been so much better than us. All right, we have barely been able to do anything since scoring. 5 minutes left. We'll see if we can maybe get one more just for our spirit. Almiron could play that to Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson is in, and Callum Wilson hits the post. We're just going to shoot that. That gets blocked. That could have been a decent little show of fighting us to score 2, but this game is going to end 3-1 to Man City. They have just been dominant in this game. At least we almost scored 2. I'll take that as a positive, but 3-1 to Man City, and it was pretty comfortable for them. All right, up next is West Brom. Let's get a bounce back win. Come on, it's West Brom. Let's get a bounce back win and a 1-0 bounce back win. St. Maximin scoring. All right, so that should see us about like still in the 5th to 6th range. So now we're in 7th actually, but 5th, 6th, and 7th is very close. So we're 4 points clear of 8th, which is very good to see. So Leicester want Kieran Clark. That is an easy sell for me, and they accept 7.3. So I will take that if Clark leaves for that amount. So Chowdhury has been recalled to Leicester City due to playing time, which does not matter now that we've signed Tyler Adams. All right, Oxford United in the FA Cup. There's no way we should lose this, and it's a 2-1 loss. We just lost to Oxford United in the FA Cup. I don't even know what division they're in. I don't know if that's league. I think it's League 1 probably. All right, was not expecting that. But all right, we were out of the FA Cup just like that. Good thing we're in the semis of the Carabao Cup. Otherwise, that would have been very disappointing. Clark has gone to Leicester City as well. All right, second leg versus Man United. We have a 5-1 lead. So we cannot give up this lead. We'll see if we can make it to the Carabao Cup final. All right, all we gotta do is just play slow in this game. Do not let them have a lot of possession, and we should be just a-okay to head into the Carabao Cup final from this game. Decent pass into Longstaff, Almiron, Longstaff back to Tyler Adams. Play that into Joshua King. Trying to be as patient as we can in this. Adams, St. Maximin into Joshua King. Does the turn. De Gea makes a good save. All right, we're going to go short with this into Almiron. Try and play that back to Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams as a fake shot, tries to go for a shot, but that is blocked. Cavani into, oh, what a challenge that was. I think that was, I don't even know who that was. I think it was Lewis. That probably just saved us a goal there. That was an amazing challenge. King into Almiron. King could make that run. This should put us up 1-0 in this game, and that is exactly what Joshua King has done. All right, Joshua King likes scoring against Man United in this episode. That might seal it. 23 minutes in, that might seal us heading into the Carabao Cup final already. All right, Dennis Mann, Longstaff, Tyler Adams into Almiron. What can Almiron do? Does a good turn. Goes for a shot, forces a save out of De Gea. All right, we are playing much better against United in this episode compared to the last episode. Much better. I think if they don't score by halftime, I might just sim the rest of this game because this lead we have is pretty big. Now, Joshua King has all this room. Gonna play that to St. Maximin. Can he try and get room for a shot? He does, and that is 2-0 to Newcastle. St. Maximin scoring again. All right, I think that is us headed into the Carabao Cup final for sure. There's no way they can come back from this lead. This is just clear revenge on Man United for last episode. All right, it's a good ball into Bruno Fernandes. Do not let him score. Krath, I need you to make a good challenge. Rashford gets around him, pushes him away, but Krath gets the final challenge. All right, corner swung in. That is a goal line clearance from Krath, and that is halftime. That was a great defensive play from Krath, but we're up 7-1. I do not see us losing this lead, so we are just gonna jump to result. And the game ends 2-1, 7-2 on aggregate, and we are heading to the Carabao Cup final, and it looks like we'll be playing Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. So that is going to be a tough game, but for us to reach a final in the first season, I would say that is a win. All right, so we have pretty much all the scouting reports back. We only have about probably 15 million to work with. Actually less, more like 12. We sold Clark, so we kind of do need a center back, but a lot of these guys are either out of our price range or they just moved. We could maybe like loan in like Joe Rodon maybe. That could be an option to try and loan him in, or do we try and buy someone, even though it seems like a lot of these players we can't even afford. So it looks like the only players in our price range are Joe Rodon and Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia would have to be a buy, which honestly, now I'm looking at it, I don't even think we could afford him. because we only have 11 million. So our best option might be just trying to loan in Joe Rodon, I think. So we're going to try to loan him in. Could be a good fourth choice for this season. Next season, we could buy a new, like, real backup center back. So I think that is what we're going to do. All right, so we'll see if Joe Rodon accepts coming on loan to us. Other than that, I think a lot of these players, we're going to wait for season 2 to sign, I think. I don't really think we need to do any more business in this window. Plus, we just don't have the cash to make many more signings. So we're going to keep everyone on this short list. And then for season 2, we're going to come back and probably look at a lot of these players to try and pick up. But hopefully Joe Rodon accepts coming on loan, because we just need a fourth choice center back right now. I think he'd be fine for that. Better than Clark. All right, before we finish the January window, we have Wolves in the Premier League. I feel like this could be a loss. I'm not sure. We will find out though, and it's a 3-0 loss. All right, I was kind of expecting that. So not a great month for us in terms of the Premier League, but we're still in 7th, still close to 6th. So we're still in a good spot. Still in a good spot. All right, and Joe Rodon has been loaned in on a short-term loan. So after this season, he'll go back to Spurs. So now we have 4 center backs again. So basically selling Clark helped us get Tyler Adams pretty much. So now we have our 4th choice center back. Now I would try and sign Timothy Weah, but the fact that we have Callum Wilson, Joshua King, Joelinton out on loan, Callum Walters, I don't really think we need a striker, so I think that might be it for us. The only other player is maybe Joe Willock. I mean, how much money do we have? We have 12 million, so we can maybe try and sign Joe Willock on deadline day because they won't let us loan him in. So we're going to throw an offer at Arsenal and see what they say. All right, so we can try just straight up. What about, I feel like they're going to want a little more. Let's just try 11 million. 11 million for Willock, and Arsenal accept. All right, so he would pretty much be a signing for the future. Could be a backup cam, or I mean, that's pretty much what he'd be. He'd be a backup cam. So like if Almiron got injured or something happened like that, we'd have Willock to be on the bench. And I think as Newcastle signed him in real life, I think he's going to be our final signing of this window, I think. Basically just using up all our money. So let's sign him up. All right, he wants 31K per week. That is fine with me. Joe Willock is signed up. Another high potential signing for the future. All right, there is showing great potential. He's got decent like pace. I feel like he could play on the wing maybe. He definitely could, but we'll get him going on a development plan. So I think that is pretty much it for signings for us in this January transfer window. All right, so that is transfer deadline day over. So let's see what the biggest deals were. So I think some of these were from the summer, but Marco Verratti to Barcelona, Aubameyang to Bayern, Skriniar to Man United, Goretzka and Immobile to Liverpool. Those are very good signings. Kimpembe to Man City. Yeah, some of these are from the summer window. Jordan Henderson to Bayern Munich. See, like EA should make some players just like completely unable to transfer. Like Jordan Henderson would never leave Liverpool. Why is he going to Bayern? That makes no sense. Also, Joe Gomez to PSG. So I guess Liverpool are just selling everyone. Madison to Barcelona. Pretty crazy signing. Mason Mount to Leverkusen. So we basically swapped places with Havertz. That is funny, but that is it for the January transfer window. All right, so we found another pretty good youth player. Alfie Allen is his name. He's worth 1.3, so we're going to sign him up, and we will take a quick look at Mr. Alfie Allen. So 15 years old, already 60 rated, 5'10", 5-star skills, and 4-star weak foot. 77 acceleration, 70 sprint speed. He looks pretty darn decent. He's only 15 too. All right, that looks like a pretty good find. So ending this episode, we're sitting in 7th. Now we're 4 points away from 5th and 6th, but this 7th spot is pretty much where we want to try and finish this season. I would like to finish in the top 8. So next episode, we're going to try and pick up our Premier League form, pick up some wins. So in the next episode, we have Sheffield United, Leeds, very winnable games. And then we have the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool. So that is going to be a very tough game. We could somehow beat Liverpool for our first trophy. That would be insane. So we'll see if we can do that in the next episode. But that is it for this one. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you all have a great day.